been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Lock gonna throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check nickel.
To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Gurley now, toss right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Locke on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, Denver.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
45, 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
14.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The 27-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
4 more yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 6-yard line.
Now a handoff for Gurley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Chubb on the tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
51,
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Luke Stocker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Falcons 7. Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
6-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
51 the mic, 51 the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
13-yard line.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And we'll see Wk9 now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Wk9.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, A.J. Terrell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
45. Mike, 45. Go.
Throwing again. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Justin Simmons
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And a Broncos first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Block now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down at 5. Here's a give to Lindsey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
You're not ready. Hey, 59, ready. Come on, hey, check Mike.
Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Broncos.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Locke. That is caught at the 7. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
The big fella. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Wk9 on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 29, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke gets it to Gordon. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one complete to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another run by Lindsey. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He's back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
33.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Denver.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.